the inside part of the plate, and Castellanos didn't like that call. Davis goes to third.
He is such a thief when thrown. Davis knew that because he'd already watched Norris do it.
Tapper to short. It's going to be a tough play to get Davis. Safe to first. Kelly scores. And the Tigers now lead at 5-1.
Another ball down into that corner. Rajai Davis shading over there, makes a running catch. He caught it in fair territory. It didn't hurt that the previous ball was hit down in that same area.
Center field. Drives this one to the air deep into left center field. That ball is tattooed, and it's going to go up against the wall. That'll get another run in. Rajai streaking all the way to third, and he is in safely with another triple.
Welcome back to the Sports Circus. I'm your ringmaster Sal, live from the AAMP.TV mobile studios here in fabulous Las Vegas. That's AAMP.TV. This segment brought to you in part by Cali Vegas, helping people create and host their very own radio, TV, or multimedia talk shows. Cali Vegas can help them from sitting around at their house and being sequestered, trying to reinvent themselves, and even sitting in traffic, if you're lucky enough to do that these days, and creating your very own radio, TV, or multimedia show right out of your very own home studio. For more information, contact Cali Vegas at 949-445-1119. That's 949-445-1119. Or visit them online for more information at calivegas.com. That's CALI Vegas.com. And a big welcome back to everybody listening in on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and our CBS, NBC, and Fox Sports affiliates from coast to coast. Those watching us on Hotel TV, as well as streaming at thesportscircus.com. Welcome back to Rajai Davis's Stolen Base Academy. The current stolen base leader for Major League Baseball, 415. I had it wrong in the first segment. 415 stolen bases. Huge, huge number. And he's giving us some tips on how to steal bases if we find ourselves lucky enough to be on base.
That's the key, because they don't give away first base.
Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on what team you're playing against, you know.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, so let me ask you this. Now, American versus National, we have the designated hitter thing. I think the DH thing is going to be implemented in the National League. How does that affect you as an on-base guy, as a stolen base guy? Does that create more station-to-station ball, or does that create more opportunity for you to steal?
Well, I think that creates more opportunities for guys like me, really. I mean, because if that means they're adding another position player, right? They're adding another position player to the roster, and so that's just another opportunity, which makes, guess what? Obviously they some teams, your natural thought is, okay, we got to bring in a power guy. Okay. But maybe that's one way of thinking about it. Another team might think, okay, well, let's bring in somebody that can maybe do both, or maybe a guy that can have some speed on the bases. And so I think that just gives another option for the team offensively to decide what they want to do.
I would agree. I think that, look, if it's a power game, look, if you're playing against, let's say, Justin Verlander, I think you know a little bit about him. So that guy is on the hill. I mean, what kind of hitter are you going to put into your lineup? Are you going to bring in speed? You're going to bring in someone that's a contact hitter, someone that's maybe up on the bat, which we never see that anymore. They never choke up on the bat. But what are we going to see with maybe Justin Verlander up there, who would know is very tough to scratch out a run or two off of him?
Oh, exactly. I mean, those are the type of pitchers. Well, you're gonna need that big bat, because you might just smack one. You might make a mistake. But those are the type of pitchers where, just playing against him, I know he is concerned, and he definitely pays attention to the running game. And he doesn't want just anybody just running on him. Okay, that's not something that he's just going to allow you. Okay, you can go to the next base. No, that he's not that kind of pitcher, because obviously the pitchers, a lot of them, the thing about that ERA, the ERA get too high. Okay, from guys getting on base.
Right. When that superstar starting pitcher starts to get above 3, then they start to panic. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, that's why he came out and he was talking about that with the live baseball, and he was complaining to everybody. Well, frankly, I don't blame him. I look at myself, let's just say if I was in that position on a hill, and I know that the baseball, is a little bit different maybe than the year before or the year before it. And I mean, advantage hitter, advantage offense, right? And imagine yourself, instead of being a center fielder, imagine yourself as a pitcher. You're like, hey, wait a minute. Now you've got an extra, I don't know how many hundreds more home runs have been hit. And you're like, what's going on here? Why are we using this different baseball? Now we know why, but how would you feel as a pitcher?
I mean, that's difficult.
Come on, man, let's go.
What my thoughts are, really, honestly, I'm like, okay, the ball's going a little bit further. I better get better then. I better get a lot better. Find out how to get better. You got to figure out a way.
Come on, man. I expected a little bit better of an answer. But I know, from an offensive side, I get it. But if you were on the pitcher's mound, it's not that easy to just get better.
That's not fair. It's like
life isn't fair.
Yeah, it's not fair. That's not fair. They're thinking about, but you gotta understand where I'm coming from too, because I'm coming from being overlooked, okay, constantly throughout my career, and so I've always been the underdog, and so being the underdog, you have to constantly prove not only to yourself but prove to others that you're worthy to be here, and so that's what kind of background I've come from, and so dealing with adversity is something that I'm used to, and I embrace. I enjoy trying to get better at what is it, base running or hitting or whatever it may be, becoming a better hitter. I embrace these moments because I want to be better. That's just me.
Well, I can appreciate it. Folks, we're here with Rajai Davis, who says he's the underdog, who has swiped 415 bases. I think he's pretty good at that. And, oh, by the way, a 262 hitter career-wise, it's pretty tough to do in big league ball. For 14 years hanging around and still playing, right? Imagine the idea, folks, if you're the underdog. We'll put it in air quotes. And, oh, by the way, you've been around for a long time. This guy's no underdog. Don't let him kid you. No, man. He knows what he's doing. He's just playing that way. You know why? Because pitchers are watching him and saying, oh, man, he slowed up a little bit. He didn't slow up. No. If anything, he got better. He got smarter, and he's still the same fast guy. That's who we're dealing with here. Come on, you know it. It's okay. This is the arena to say it. If you got it, you got it. It's okay.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you sharing what But I think of myself as just I'm just going out there trying to play hard, play to win, and that's the key. I think I just want to win. I want to win, and I feel like I am a winner. And winning, it takes some things you got to go through, And
well, look, I think the line in the sand, Rajai, the line in the sand, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, is when you are a late season acquisition from another club because they want some wheels, they want some speed, they need a glove, they need a guy that could throw some leather. And that would be you. And now you've done this a couple of times in your career. So even though for whatever reason you've never been an all-star, which I don't even understand that, you've been the stolen bases leader for one season, but you're the stolen bases king in baseball. Think about that one, folks. That is perseverance. And that's a guy that is bringing a lunch pail every day to work and doing his job.
Yes. Yes, I know. I've been fortunate, really, to be around some of the greatest players of this time, of the game of baseball, of this era right now. Guys like Barry Bonds, Ricky Henderson, Frank Thomas. Nomar Garcia Parra. I've played with Bautista and Encarnacion, and I've played with a lot of really, really good players that played on my team. So that has definitely affected how I think, they're just interacting with these kinds of players.
Right. Getting the opportunity to learn from certain players is one thing, but being around, let's say, being in a clubhouse with what people view as superstars, not even realizing, and I went through this. I have a very interesting story after break, but I know what this is like in a different arena when maybe you think that, wow, I'm just happy to be here. But then people look at you and say, you belong here. Because, at some point, some players and some people, just whatever they're doing in life, they will second guess themselves. Like, wow, I can't believe I'm here. And they're kind of enjoying the moment. But at the same time, they're a little bit, am I supposed to be here? And I know you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, yes.
So you find yourself in a great situation and you're like, okay, I guess I'll just keep drinking the Kool-Aid. That's what I'm here for, right? I'm going to do my job, whatever the heck that means. They tell me what to do and I'm going to do it. But folks, these things don't happen on accident. So you take this guy, this guy that knows how to steal bases over here. And by the way, he could throw leather. He's speedy. He can hit too. And he's a contact hitter, right? So you could do these things. Don't tell people that you don't belong. In 30 seconds, follow up with that real quick.
That reminds me of just when I got to the big leagues. Okay. I got to the big leagues. Now I'm playing with guys that I admired, guys who I used to watch on TV, guys like King Griffey Jr., guys that were so great. And then I realized that, guess what? If I keep these guys on this pedestal, then I can never compete with them. And so I took them down.
Rajai, hold that thought. We're going to have to take care of some business real quick. Go to commercial break. Here at Rajai Davis, Stolen Base Master here on the Sports Circus. Don't go anywhere. Lots more to come.